What's up, guys? Pedro here. Welcome to my everyday DIY. On this video, we're going to be building a planter box for my mother-in-law. Coming up right after this. Welcome back. If we're just meeting, my name is Pedro, and on this channel we like to share just about anything DIY. Let's get right into the video. Okay, the first thing I want to do is give you the material list. It's short and sweet. You're going to need 6 8-foot decking boards. You're going to need 2 8-foot 2x4s, pressure treated, of course. The reason I'm using pressure treated because my mother-in-law is just going to plant flowers in there. If you're going to plant produce in it, you might want to use cedar or line the inside of your box with plastic. You're also going to need a handful of 2-inch exterior screws. And that's it. So let's get to the cutting list. Okay, first we're going to cut 8 pieces for the legs at 16 inches. Okay, once you get your once you get your first board cut correctly, you can use it to measure the rest of your boards. Just make sure it's perfectly flush with the end, and take your pencil and make your mark. That's it. Now you want to use the same board. You want to use the same board for each measurement. Don't use the next one that you cut. Just use the same board every time. We're going to cut the fronts and backs at 48 inches. We've got 8 2x4s cut at 16 inches for the legs. We have 4 deck boards cut at 16 inches for the sides. And we've got 4 deck boards cut for the fronts and back at 48 inches. Okay, now that we've got everything but the bottom pieces cut, we're going to go ahead and start putting this thing together. These 2-inch screws that I buy come with a torque bit inside them, inside the pack. And you just fit that into your little fitting there. And these are 2-inch, so they will not poke out the other side. Now I'm screwing from the inside out, so this is going to be the inside. You will not see the screws at all. And what I want to do is I'm going to put 3 of them in here. I'm going to put 3 of them in here. I'm going to try it without. Whoops, that bit fit in there. I'm going to try it without putting, pre-drilling any holes, and see how it goes. It looks like it's going to go pretty good. And make sure this is flush right here, completely flush, top and bottom. Okay, that bit keeps coming out, but make sure you're not in an area where if that bit falls out and it falls down into a crack that you can't get to it. Unless you have a spare one. I've got plenty of spares, but okay, So I'm going to do this on all 4 legs. I'm going to do this. I'm putting the fronts and backs onto the legs just like this, and then I'm going to put the other leg piece on the side here, and we'll attach the side pieces this way. You'll see when I get to it. But anyways, I'll go ahead and screw the rest of these just like that. You want to kind of stagger like I did this here, stagger them where you get a little bit more strength to your joint there. So anyways, I'm going to do that. We'll just say this is the front. I'll put another board underneath that one, and then we'll do the back just in the same manner. So I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to attach the second leg piece just like this right here. Make sure it's flush with the top of the other leg piece, and I'm going to put about 3 screws in here like so. And I'm screwing it into the other leg piece. So you want to go about 3/4 of an inch from the bottom, because that will put you right in the middle of 1.5 inches. Bam. Now those screws are on the outside, they will show, but when you go to put your inside or side pieces on, you'll screw from the inside into this piece. You'll see when I get to that point, but I'm going to put the other piece on over here on this end, and then I'll do the same thing to the back side. Okay, so I don't have anybody to help me hold this right now because my wife is busy. So what I've done is I've taken some clamps and just attached it at the top. Just make sure when you go to screw this in that it's flush at the top here on both sides here, and also the inside part here is up against it, completely up against the board. Otherwise you'll get the legs, they'll spread out like that. Got to get them, make sure that they're flush up against it. And I'm going to screw, like I said, from the inside. Once I get at least, I'll get a couple screws in, and then I can take the clamp off. Then I can take the clamp off and put a screw in at the top. So I'm going to put one in the middle, one on the bottom, and on each side. And then I'll take the clamps off and put one on the top. Oh, your mama. And again, these will not come out the front because it's perfect. It's perfect to be able to go through the thickness of that deck board and into the 2x4. Get it nice and secure without sticking out. Awesome. Okay, so now I can take the clamps off, and it's not going to go anywhere. And I can put a screw at the top just to make it that much more secure. And I'll do the same thing for the lower piece here. And I'll do the other side just like it. And we'll be right back. Baxter, what you doing, buddy? What you doing? Come here. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're scared, aren't you? Huh? You scared of all this stuff. Come here. Come here. Come here, good boy. Come here. Give me the ball. Come here. Give me that ball. Give me. Oh. Oh, that's nasty. Oh, that's nasty. You want to go get it? Go get it. Go get it. Good boy. Okay, so this is how it looks right now before I put the bottom on it. Coming together good. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and cut 3 bottom brace pieces out of the what's left of the 2x4, 16 inches, and we'll put one at either end and one in the middle. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so I cut my 16-inch braces out of the 2x4s, and I've already put this one down in here. It's a tight fit, which is good. It's a tight fit. Make sure it's flush with the bottom of your front and back, and the sides as well. It's more important the front and back. Then you're going to take a screw and you're going to put a screw through the front, a screw through the back, and I'm talking about through the deck board now. Don't try to screw it through this board because it won't reach it. So you, except on the sides now, you screw one in the front, one in the back, and I'm probably going to put 2 on the side boards. So these screws are going to show, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. They're not ugly, and they are coated as well, so they will stand up in the weather, and so on and so forth. Put one right here. Bam! I put it right up next to the leg, so you really can't hardly even see it. But that'll hold it in from this side, and I'll do another one over here. If you put this board in low and then tap it up with like a deadfall hammer like this one here, or a mallet, tap it where you're hitting both the bottom of this board and that board, and it'll stop flush with this board. Hitting it that way. Okay, now it's time to cut the bottom pieces out. So I'm gonna take a measurement real quick, and it is 46 inches. So I'm gonna cut 3 pieces at 46 inches, and I'm gonna have to rip the last one so that it'll fit in there. Got our board at 46 inches, and it fits perfect. Let's cut another one. It is, I'm gonna rip one 4.5 inches. It won't hurt to have a little gap in there. It'll help the excess water drain from it. I am gonna drill some holes too for water to drain. I won't drill them too big. I'll probably drill about 3/8 inch holes or something like that. Okay, let's see. Let's drill some holes in here. My dad gave me these a few years ago. These are really nice Forstner bits. 1/2 inch. I think we'll go with a 1/2 inch. I don't want to go too big. You don't want all the dirt coming out and everything, and I don't want to do too small, but we'll go with a 1/2 inch. Whoops, we'll go with a 1/2 inch bit. And like I said, I'm just going to put some random holes here. Since I have that brace in the center, I'm going to try to steer clear of the center. And I'm just going to drill some holes. We'll do them here. And it is complete. Very simple design, nice and sturdy, easy to build. I think I'll add trim to the top of this one, but that's a separate video. So I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you did, please hit the like button and share it if you're so inclined. And if you're new here, consider subscribing. And don't forget to hit the notifications button so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Until next time, God bless. Y'all take care.